Going to live stream the meeting. So if you can see us, just bear with us a second. We're just lining up Zoom with YouTube. Going to live stream. Right, now I know we're through. So, in which case, 3, 2, 1. Hi there, everybody. This is John Drew here from Elevated Planet.
And Jolie Gabrielle here from Elevated Planet, and we'd like to welcome you to today's meditation.
Yeah. Yes, it's our regular Thursday, Pam Gregory inspired magnetizing the new earth frequency global meditation. We like to be part of this. And, last week's show, last time I looked at it, it had about 58 views. And when we kind of multiply that through on the squaring basis, because, that's what we do when we're all elevating that frequency, it's that number squared. And it came out at something like about 3,260 or something like that as being the energetic value that we're putting into that quantum wave structure. So even a number like 58 actually is so much more than that from an energetic perspective. So it really makes it worthwhile. And we've had some numbers on some weeks which have exceeded 100 as well. And again, it comes down to that point that we are very aware that not everybody can make the time, which is 7 p.m. UK, which is fine if you're in Europe. But of course, for our friends in North America and South America and so many other places, it's often a very inconvenient time. So for you to come on when the time is right for you and to add your energy into that quantum wave structure, it's the same as if, time's an illusion anyway, right? So we know that we are effectively in here together, raising that frequency and creating the love and light and the kindness and compassion and everything to share across particularly those in the trouble spots in the world. What do you think, Jolie?
Yes, absolutely. We definitely want to put them into the heart of love that comes forth from us when we are doing this meditation and make sure that we definitely put ourselves in there too, because sometimes we forget that these gifts are there for us as well.
Yeah, they are. And again, it comes back to that, again, we did that recently a couple of weeks ago, and Greg Braden did his piece on the gift of the blessing, which is that, understanding that due to unity consciousness, everything is one. The good guys, the supposedly bad guys, are also part of the unity consciousness. So you have to kind of twist your mind around it a little bit and you bless those who are struggling with, the circumstances as they are in the world. And at the same time, you bless those who are the perpetrators of that, because
Yes.
again, it is all part of that unity message. And then we bless ourselves, to your point, Jolie, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
That's
that's,
very important.
yes, it is in the witnessing of these
Mhm.
things. And again, I think you put it really well just recently, saying about, when you're witnessing things, it's being able to witness it and then let go kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah. And it just is easier to get to that timeline you're looking for when you don't fall for the psyops, right? What's out there to help to program your mind to think in a certain way that fails to support you and your fellow man. It's the opposite. It's all about you really supporting yourself. What does that look like? You have to figure that out. And supporting your environment and your fellow man, which is just as important.
yeah, yeah. And that's right. Because again, there's many of those psyops that are out there trying to draw people into that negative energy so that that energy then becomes food. If they fall
Mhm.
into the fear frequencies, then it becomes that loosh, as you've mentioned before.
Yes. And, energy harvesting is not, it's enough already. So let's do this meditation. Let's really put ourselves in this circle of love along with the rough spots, as John says. And, let's keep our head up through this journey and by reaching for the things that support it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I mean, really, again, as Pam herself has said when she was first creating this meditation, the important thing is that we focus on the emotions that we want those people around the world to feel, the inner peace, the happiness, the joy, and everything, which is obviously not something that you automatically think about when you think about war-torn areas and all the rest of it. But nevertheless, whatever you focus upon becomes magnetized. That's why we're magnetizing the new earth frequency. So we focus our emotions and our energies on the things that we would like It's a bit like when we're manifesting around things, you almost have to kind of, yeah, again, there was that Abraham piece through Esther Hicks. He was saying, the truth is immaterial. It's about how you emote, it's how you create that. Your reality by focusing your emotions where you want them to be, focusing your visions on what you want to create. What do you think?
Absolutely, because I, thoughts become things. And so let's get our thoughts in order. Meditation helps us do that, stay in support. Like the word that really comes in for this meditation is supportive energy. You realizing I have masters, I have guides. Not only that, I have a higher self, and utilizing those things to help you learn how to help yourself and others on this energetic journey. And it's simple, but it's not easy. And that's why we show up every Thursday to practice these principles so that they become a part of us and they become who we are on a cellular level.
Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting also because this Sunday coming, we're not doing a live show. We've got a premiere in its place because I'm traveling between Friday and Monday. Therefore, there will not be a newsletter on Monday either, so we'll skip that one. But the show we've got going out on Sunday is super powerful. And it kind of, again, speaks to this kind of thing. It's all about, getting into the unity of the heart. Because what it's all about is Drumvalo Melchizedek, who we've mentioned a number of times before on in shows in the past, because his work is outstanding. And what's really amazing, he's now 85 years old, and he is just releasing volume 3 of the Ancient Secrets of the Flower of Life, which is all about awakening the illuminated heart. Volume 2 was released in the year 2000. So it's been 26 years waiting for Volume 3. And he's working on Volume 4. And it's amazing. But really, what I find fascinating, I mean, I've got yeah, in fact, here. These are the two originals, right? The volumes 1 and 2. And they were very much about, again, it was accessing the heart, but it was creating the Merkaba, our own personal Merkabas. But the thing has evolved now. So this number 3 book is really about, the heart space. It's about getting into that. And it's about awakening the illuminated heart. And there is a workshop that goes with it. But the whole thing is evolving. So I have an interview with Viola Rose, who I took the course with going back, I don't know what it was now, maybe 18 months ago, something like that. Amazing, amazing stuff. And Drumvalo's new work is now additive to that. So this is going to be so powerful. And this is, as Viola says, this is us taking us into our natural state of being, which is basically what we would describe as superhuman. We're all potential superhumans, but we just don't realize it. This is the way to get there. So just to give you a quick idea, I'll just show you the book itself. Here it is. The Ancient Secrets of the Flower of Life, Volume 3, Awakening the Illuminated Heart. And off the back of this, the course that I took is still running. There will be potentially an additional one. The interview with Viola is brilliant. I mean, she really knows her stuff. She helped Drumvalo bring this through towards the end, and in fact also helped him with the meditations that go with it as well. So she's super close to Drumvalo right now, and certainly the support I think he will need, because he's also got to get Volume 4 out as well, and he's not going to be waiting another 26 years for that, because at the age of 85, that might be a little bit late by then. But notwithstanding, that's good. So
Mhm.
what we also have, hang on a second.
John, what's so interesting about the title is that if you really unpack it, Awakening the Illuminated Heart, your heart is already illuminated. It's just about stoking those fires or awakening it, like it's that power, it's there already.
Yes, 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 it is. Yes, it is. So this, I'm going to be sending an invitation out of this. It'll go out on Saturday, and this is basically, this is what the offering is. And I know that looks very
Wow.
cinematic,
Yes.
powerful, but
It's,
the
it's
whole
good.
show is beautiful and powerful. So So please, if you can tune in or see the recording afterwards, then please do so because you will love it. You will love it. It makes you excited for where we are with humanity at the moment. Forget what's going on with the chaos. This is what we came here for. So brilliant. Drumvalo here for such an incredible purpose, and Viola is here in her supporting capacity. And she was given the psychic nudge to move to Sedona to support him a few years ago. And, she's an invaluable support for him now. Anyway, it is that time. It's gone past the top of the hour. We need to get in. So, what do you think, Jolie? Any final words?
Let's get into it.
We're going to get into it. So, as you know, we don't come back afterwards. We just leave you to float off on your own Pam Gregory inspired journey. So, if you bear with me a second, we're going to go to Pam now and she will lead us on from here. Bear with me.
So as we begin this meditation, you might want to light a candle or burn some incense. Just make sure you're not going to be disturbed and have a sense of creating sacred space. Set a clear intention that this is for your highest good, the highest good of all, and the highest good of the earth. Use a mantra of we're welcoming in an ever-expanding consciousness of love. And then just take 3 long, slow breaths. And try and make the exhale a little longer than the inhale. You might even pause for a few seconds at the end of the exhale. Let your jaw go slack and all the tiny muscles around your eyes soften. Let your face soften, and you feel that heavy, softening relaxation just spreading down through your body, arms, your legs. Feel like butter melting in the sun. We're coming together with open hearts, and we're shifting the collective timeline every time we do this. So imagine our global community. We're creating a sacred global circle. Imagine holding our hands across the world and connecting with our hearts. Some of you may even feel a strong vortex of energy going around the world, connecting all of our hearts together. And know that inside your heart, very small but very bright, is a tiny flame. It's your life force that connects you to the divine. And in the center of this circle, put any living being who you feel or know is suffering right now. People in war zones, people in poverty, disease, famine. You can put animals, birds, all of sentient life. People in extreme weather conditions, earthquakes, volcanoes. Anyone or anything who needs help and healing, put them in the circle. And we're not going to dwell on the suffering because that will magnify it. we're going to raise our consciousness beyond that. So start to see waves of very soft, gentle, pale blue light. Waves coming in, soothing, calming, all the extremes within that circle. Calming all the grief, the sadness, the hunger, the suffering. See it all soothing and calming as a mother would calm a child. And you can continue to visualize these soft blue waves of calm light all the way through your day if you wish. And then come back to that tiny, very bright flame of light inside your heart, your divine connection. And as you drop into this light and your breath, imagine that you're breathing in and out through the heart as if it were your lungs. And start to see this light get brighter, stronger, bigger. And feel that we're joining together with that heart light all over the world. Feel the expansion of love that we're creating every time we do this. And as your heart light expands, feel love, joy, compassion, peace, freedom, freedom for all beings. And we're connecting in this ever-growing web of light around the earth. And start to feel with your breath and your heart light that we're feeding this web of light with those positive emotions: love, joy, peace, compassion, freedom. And imagine this web of light is alive. It's shimmering. It's becoming bigger and brighter all around the earth. We're creating this from the invisible with our focus and our love, and this is how realities are created. You might even notice that other beings are starting to join us. More people, or animals, maybe the elementals, the fairies, the tree beings, our galactic family perhaps, coming together in an army of love, a tsunami of love that is bringing more connection and a sense of oneness to all of humanity. And this tsunami of love adds power to this web of light. You might see it as silver golden, sparkling, brilliant, shimmering, vibrant and alive, and taking on its own momentum. And we're doing this by weaving the harmonics of creation with the divine. It's creating an unstoppable force to transmute all of the suffering from darkness into light. We're lifting all of life on Gaia and maybe beyond. And you might even feel that these pulses from our shimmering web of heart light are starting to reach out into the cosmos via this bigger web of light. They're stretching out like galactic superhighways of love. They're reaching out to our galactic family. And also, in this web of light, they're weaving back to Gaia, all of life connecting, even to the inner earth beings and all of those high intelligences. Everything has more life force now. Everything is more lit up, more heightened, more sparkling. It's a sense of pulsing oneness and harmony across our entire creation. Everything is connected to support the other in this web of light. This is cosmic love and unity consciousness weaving together to create a new reality in higher timelines where anything is possible. We're raising the love and light quotient on the earth. We're creating new stepping stones of light for others to follow. We can change timelines in a moment. We're coming together in thousands every day in one focused intention to build a more loving new earth. We're the bridge builders, the pioneers who will be talked about in history books. We're embodying that new frequency. We are New Earth. We are creating a new energetic template. And our legacy will be that we stood strong in our light, our love, and our joy as acts of defiance as the battles raged around us. We're imprinting the energy field with a blueprint of a higher version of humanity, with compassion. And our legacy is how much we raise the love quotient in the world. We're warriors of light and warriors of love. Know that deeply in your heart. We're welcoming in an ever-expanding consciousness of love. And you might just check to see if we've eased the suffering somewhat since we started. And do you feel calmer, clearer, as if the lights have been turned up. Did you see a vision of the future we're creating together every day? Know our power as we come together in numbers every day to do this with spiritual dedication. Every day when we do this, we're adding to the tsunami of love across the world and the living light, which is creating a very different reality for us all. It's a powerful legacy to say that you could not have done more for love in this world as a bridge builder. And gradually, you might start to feel your body again. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And just come back to the room. I just want to thank you and send you many blessings to you all for being with me on this journey of immense courage and transformation. God bless.